Yes, it's early on a Sunday morning. Put the telly on ITV4 and it's lots and lots of old TTs because of course it was cancelled this year. So that silly bloody virus. And what's the weather doing? As it was yesterday, pouring down with rain. I was distracted by a ginger. Went down for my helmet and ginger's accompanying me up. Right, baby. I think I'll put George Formby's No Limit on when I go downstairs. Not watched it for a while. 1935. Oh well. Oh well. Michael Dunlop on his BMW. John McGuinness, Morecambe Missile. I don't really approve of the TT, and Barry Sheen didn't either. He said it's just carnage after he lost a few good mates and teammates. Oh, 190 miles an hour on bloody narrow streets with curbs on. Who's Guy Martin? Michael Rusty. Oh yeah, Guy Martin back conked out. He pulled over and the bike shot past 100 odd miles an hour. Oh, Black is here now. I'll knock this off. It's still on. I managed to nod off despite the racket. A ginger. Ah. Black is still there. Come on, let's go and have some breakfast. Still raining, although pleased to say no more drips in the bathroom or my spare room like there used to be. The dish is gone. Why? Because the chaps that did my pointing last year for 850 quid have been back and sorted the roof out with new lead. Felt, removed slates, done everything, no more leaks. 750 quid. I got 3 cash advances on over 2 cards, 2 credit cards. Right, baby. At least everything's sorted. I'll pay it off over the rest of summer. Hopefully paid off by Christmas. My eBay curtains have come. £15. Very pleased with them because an unusual size. 38-inch drop. And you just match the wallpaper, don't they? They're called baby blue. And the paint that went on the paper is called Dulux Blue Babe. Crap weather. I'll do a demo of this camera because the new owner is struggling to operate it. Well, marvellous, innit? Working all week through that bloody heat wave. Thinking it must be a nice weekend to come. I'll get the bike out, go to the seaside, but no. News has just been on at 10 o'clock. Yellow weather warning for torrential rain, thundery, heavy showers, possible flooding. Well, that was concerned 2 weeks ago. I got a piece of decking ready to squidge on top of my step on the front. Because the bloody rain overwhelmed the drains and started creeping up. Well, it did creep up the pavement, went up 2 inches and was an inch off flooding my house. Yeah, hello puppy, alright baby. Go and eat your breakfast. Bloody crap weather. Just halfway through a big pot of strong coffee. I put a different surround around that. I got that from a charity shop, one of those slideshow SD card viewers. And all the outside was clear, but all crazed and cracked, so I just stuck some sticky back plastic front and back. And it looks okay now, doesn't it? I thought I would just throw it away, it looks horrible. But it was simple to do, just take 6 screws out. The plastic surround come off, it's in a sort of gap. I stuck it on, and it's right. Yes, that's a box from my new one and the other new camera. Went to a chat with a Royal Enfield and he didn't use it as a mini camcorder, so I suggested he sent it to someone that asked about it, a chap called Calderdale, and he's struggling with it. Did you get an instruction book with it? English and German, because I got them from Germany. Original price €219, and I got it for €30, which was 20 odd, £28 at the time. They kept knocking the price down. 75. Sonderpreis, what's Sonder mean in Germany? Special price. Hobby photo, which town? Esslingen. So it's a budget camera, but he was saying he was struggling to knock it off once it started recording and had to take the SD card out when it was up and running. Well, that's not a good idea. Can mess the delicate electronics up. So all it is, them 3 buttons, the middle one is power on, keep it pressed down. Well, you wouldn't have heard that, you went dee dee dee. So that's on, and that display goes off after a minute to save power. Although a fully charged battery will last 2 hours 15, 2 hours 30, sometimes 3 hours if it's left just to run. I've just been in the backyard seeing what the weather's like, that's why I'm gasping. I still have hay fever despite the weather. Right, record is the front button nearest the front, nearest the lens, front button. Press once, bleep, and it says rec record in red, so you can't miss it. To stop recording, press it again. 2 bleeps, did you hear that? 2 bleeps. So that's it. Start recording, press once, record, that display, like I said, will go off. If you don't press the buttons, it'll go off within a minute. Stop, press it again, front one, bleep bleep, off. And power off is the middle one again, keep it pressed down. Diddly-dee. And them 3 lights went off, so that's power off. Power on again, 3 red lights, dee dee dee. Power off, it goes doom, doom, diddly-dee. Off. And the rear button is just to change modes, but I don't use that, because it's not as good as a still camera. I just check stills off the film. But you're meant to be able to use it as a stills camera, but you get a fisheye effect So that's all it is. And you're on about mounting, struggling to mount due to a ridge. Well, you can buy these from a pound shop. Rolls of white sticky tape. He said he doesn't trust a 3M one. Well, no, I didn't either, so it's still there cut in half. So it's just a case of trial and error. Build it up with a sponge, put 2 layers on that bracket in the middle, leave all this blank to put silicone in later. Put 2 or 3 layers, or whatever, depends on your helmet, doesn't it? There's a big space to even up, and the angle you want is slightly up from the horizontal, because it's tricky to get the horizon level. And as for that way, imagine that's your eyesight, well, level or slightly up from your eye level where you're looking forward. And as for that angle, can you see it looks like it's too far, but it's looking in, because the centre spot will be about 10 feet in front, which gives you a good view, a good perspective from your bike. If it's too much that way, you'll just see a big view to your right rather than where you're looking. This replicates your vision. And then, like I said, trial and error, trial and error. Go out around your block where you live. Oh, it's not right, it needs adjusting. Adjust it accordingly. And what I did was put tape round as well. Take the camera off, put tape round, just to hold it until you get it spot on. And when you're sure it's spot on, buy a tube of silicone, don't have to be black. And I squidged it in until it came out the little holes. I'll show you. Do I sound monotone? Someone said I'm monotone. Squidge it in till it comes out the little holes. You know what I mean? Yeah, it came through on little holes, and I got a cotton bud and squidged it just so it grips like hell. But like I said, if you're worried while you're setting it up, put tape on. You'll still engage on the little brackets. And yes, I know it's a cheap camera, I know it's too big, I know it's not exactly streamlined, but the picture's not bad, is it, for less than £30? And then all you have to worry about is getting the microphone sound level set up correctly. But if I were you, I'd just do some test camcorder style recordings, put the tie clip microphone on your bloody collar, and then power on, like I said, middle button, front button once, record, you see red, rec on the top left, and press once again, off, record, 1 bleep, off, 2 bleeps, have you got it? Sorry to sound bossy, but you know, can't be faulty. And power off, middle button, hold it in, it'll flash and go off. Right, well, I'll upload this as a helpful guide hopefully, but I don't know what the weather's like where you are, and it's still horrible here. You crap weather. Could get it in black as well. That'd be cool, wouldn't it, on a black helmet. I thought I'd mention, before I go, I'm enjoying watching, is it called RichyVida? Mum's got me rice pudding dish. I said I'm on a diet, so she got me some tinned strawberries, which I like as well. I take them to work and just eat them. Well, you would do, wouldn't you? You wouldn't stick them in your ear. Instead of rice pudding, I think that's why I feel knackered. My arteries are furring up with full cream. And that Aldi stuff, Ballycastle, doesn't help, does it? Imagine it's furring all my arteries up. So yeah, delicious. And I pour, it's half of that's bloody syrup, so I pour that in my drinks bottle. But I want one of them because RichyVida was testing a 0 electric motorbike, very impressive. I mean, I've seen a few others, even RJ in London did a road test of one. And they all say the silence is a bit off-putting, won't bother me whatsoever. I think they're a marvellous invention. But I said, how big are the batteries? Because it's set at a charging point. Try not to get rained on. The weather. Oh, look at slug tracks. And someone's disturbed all the mats. What's going on? Have you got a mouse, Bobby? You've been wrestling with it. Rain's getting in my back shelter again. Despite me putting flashband on. I'll have to go up on the roof myself. Yeah, this Zero bike. The panel came off here and you plugged it in and I had to wait half an hour. And I said, well, how big are the batteries? Are they a big mass of weird chunky batteries? And the Zero bike had no silencers, so I said, why not have, if the batteries are like giant radio batteries, and there's 3 or 4 of them, why not have fake silencers? That could be the usable battery compartment, and the other silencer could be a spare. And once you run down, flick it over to the others, you know, to get you home. Because if you've got a certain difference on a full distance on a full charge with these batteries here, oh bugger, it's getting low. No charging points. I'm in the middle of Lake District. I'll switch back to these batteries to get me home, or to a charging point. And then your charger will charge both sets up. Stop at a cafe for an hour or two, or whatever. Enjoy the scenery, go for a walk. So that's what I mean. How big are the batteries? I'll have to look into it. Not that I can afford a Zero. Someone, what's he called, Motor UK, said they're a silly price. Are they 17,000 up to 25,000? When the bloody price comes down, they might have some more success in selling the bloody models. This one had a fairing on the Zero or something or other. Not many stickers though, it all look rather bland. And I suppose I put too many stickers on. Someone commented on a Hornet's Facebook owners group, can you put any more stickers on? These are the covered dings. It's a 17-year-old bike, isn't it? So when you get a ding, you put a sticker on. Plus I used to have a tank bag, which I got shut of. Scratches. So there you are, electric bikes. What do you think? Watch RichyVida's test. It's a lad with a beard. It's called RichyVida. I just subscribed. I think I subscribed ages ago, and then I think he didn't do anything for a month, so I unsubscribed. But anyway, yes, how big are the batteries? Maybe they're just giant ones, but even if they're giant ones, could they not adapt them to fit into a hollow fake silencer? You know what I mean? Just a little thought. Let's have a look at my plants. Some of my fuchsias have popped out. Very nice colour. Ooh, I've got some rain down my neck. Yes, who's been sick? Greedy pig. He wolves his food down. Ooh. Got that to clean up. I'm not sitting down. See, aren't they lovely? Purple inside. I do like a fuchsia. Hundreds of flowers. Getting a bit like a jungle. That's why I got my Tarzan horn on my back. They look a bit odd. Is that something else that's growing amongst the petunias? That could be some different bulbs I planted, some dahlias. Anyway, on that note I will say goodbye. June, more like bloody November, innit? Work all week in the boiling heat. Look forward to weekend and it bloody pours down. Marvellous.